Ladies and gentlemen, this debate tonight, we focus on two parts. Is Arvind Kejriwal changing his position on the VIP culture, Lal Batti culture, succumbing to it himself or not? And of course, the bigger issue is that of a stunt a day politics. On our debate this evening, Deepak Amin of the Congress Party making his debut on the Newshour. Deepak Amin, good evening, welcome. Look forward to seeing more of you on the Newshour. That's a fresh face from the Congress Party this evening. And Saba Naqvi, political editor of The Outlook, is joined by Sankarshan Thakur, roving editor of the Telegraph newspaper of Kolkata. Gaurav Bhatia, national president of the legal wing of the Samajwadi Party. Rahul Narvekar with me in the studio. Also from the Aam Aadmi Party is Professor Kamal Mitra Chenoy. The BJP is not going unrepresented. We have Jaynarayan Vyas joining us in a minute. Neither is the Aam Aadmi Party. Already Kamal Mitra Chenoy is here and Medha Patkar will be joining us in some time. And on record, I'd like to say we do send them invitations. Now the question is very simple. Kamal Mitra Chenoy, what do you think of Arvind Kejriwal flying by a private jet? For someone who has been making a virtue of the issue of austerity. No. You see, the question is the issue of austerity, right? Lifestyle, being frugal, no Lal Batti culture, no VVIP culture, traveling by a private jet. It doesn't quite fall in line, does it?
It does, because you can't fall in line with on the railway tracks or on the road. So if you have to travel a distance, you have to fly on a VIP, what you call VIP culture. But the main question is, who paid for that? Did Arvind Kejriwal pay his bit for that flight? If he did, then there's no argument.
The fact that he didn't pay says it all. That means you're accepting favors from the people who paid for it. And that's exactly what you stood against all these days.
But I don't think there is any record of Aam Aadmi.
So did the flight come free?
Settling for favors from anyone.
No, that my question to you is...
setting for it. No, if the point, Arnab, you are making that the AAP has sold out.
No, I'm not even saying that. No, you didn't. No, one second. No, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, what did I say in the beginning? I said, Dr. Chenoy, that the question is not really of whether or not Arvind Kejriwal can choose to start traveling by private jets. Of course he can. In this case, I am told it's a damn good private jet. It's the kind of jet that most business tycoons enjoy on intercontinental flights.
And I'm sure
the Richard Bransons of the world travel on these kind of jets. This is, I'm sure Arvind Kejriwal would travel in record time in tremendous comfort. That's not the question. Is this the same Arvind Kejriwal who said, what is the need for a beacon light? Is this the same Arvind Kejriwal who, while going for another media event a year and a half back, said, I will not even accept a 5-star room? Is this the same Arvind Kejriwal who said, I will travel, but I will travel by economy. I will not even take a business class ticket? You see, that is the point I'm asking. It is an issue of personal choice I don't get into.
If one goes... No, but Arnab, if one is going by a non-general flight, one can't go by a flight saying that we will not travel by air or we will travel by some other flight. So if you can show that Arvind Kejriwal took a flight, a so-called luxury flight according to you, when he had other options, then there's a point.
But the Aam Aadmi Party also, the Aam Aadmi who you represent does not have other options. When the Aam Aadmi does not get a commercial flight, the Aam Aadmi does not say, get me the closest Beechcraft super luxury airline so that I can dash at about 1.5 lakh rupees every 20 minutes. And Arvind Kejriwal, I'm sure, would not have approved of it in other circumstances. Deepak Amin, the whole day the Congress Party has been defending Arvind Kejriwal. Are you coming out in his defense? Yes, Mr. Amin. Are you defending him?
Absolutely not, Arnab. This is the same Arvind Kejriwal who swore that he did not want to enter politics. This is the same Arvind Kejriwal who swore on his children that he wouldn't take the support of any party to form the government. This is the same Arvind Kejriwal who swore that within 15 days he'll have the Jan Lokpal bill. This is the same Arvind Kejriwal who said there will be no houses that he will ask for when he asked for a 9,000 square feet office house in Bhagwan Das Marg. This is the same Arvind Kejriwal who said there will be no Lal Battis. So, where is the surprise here?
Well, that's why there is a surprise, isn't it? Because 7 hours back he was saying that others travel by private jets. No, one minute. I'll get Medha Patkar.
Arnab, all of the things I said, he has violated them.
Precisely, the question therefore is not about who paid for it.
He has not violated all the things you said, and the Congress party goes from scam to scam and tries to divert attention by going at
the question, Dr. Kamal Mitra Chenoy.
Answering the question.
No, the question is about empathy with the common man. I am an Aam Aadmi. I am a new kind of Indian politician. An Aam Aadmi does not travel by private. The question is
about the empathy with the common man.
So
after Delhi election results, obviously there is an empathy with the common man.
So after the Delhi election results, you see, I am only bringing public record to public attention, Dr. Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Why are you getting upset? I am talking about, see, if you don't practice what you preach, then it will be seen to be supercilious self-righteousness. You said, I don't want to live in big houses. We have a letter which showed that you wanted 2 bungalows right next to each other. 2 fairly large bungalows, let me tell you, which can accommodate thousands of common men and can give a roof over their heads. And I can ask you also, why didn't Arvind Kejriwal say to the media group, no, why didn't Arvind Kejriwal say to the media group, I'm sorry, I cannot make it for your event? Why didn't he say to the media group, I'm sorry, I can't make it for your event, but if you're so keen on paying for me, why don't you take the money and donate it to the Aam Aadmi, build houses for them, the kind of speeches that he made? This is, you see, I'll tell you, he said VIP culture.
Totally off track.
On the 4th.
The question is that Kejriwal said, I need 2 houses, one for myself and one for my office.
He said,
and let me tell you that our office in 41 Hanuman Road has been closed down because of threats from the BJP.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy, he wanted 2 bungalows right next to each other with very large, perfectly manicured gardens. He did not just want a house. I have a letter to prove that he wanted 2 bungalows, specific bungalows. He wanted 2 specific bungalows.
Manicured gardens.
He wanted 2 specific bungalows.
In this country is the media.
He wanted 2 specific bungalows. 2 specific bungalows. Anyway, he said on the 4th of...
Obviously, if he wanted to have his office
party criticizing the media. All these days they were going gaga over the media when the media was bashing all the other politicians in place.
On the 4th of January, Arvind Kejriwal said the VIP culture should be permanently abolished from this country. It was a part of British culture, and his favorite refrain was always this: Angrez chale gaye, lal batti reh gaye. We will abolish VIP culture wherever we get a chance. Let's get others into the debate. Sankarshan, and before that, let's get Medha Patkar to the debate. Medha Patkar, would you take a private jet to go to a function if you were getting late, and if the organizers were to tell you, Medha Patkar, we will give you a super luxury B200 private jet. It will be just you on the flight and you will reach on time. Would you have flown by a private jet? Have you ever flown by a private jet? I'm sure you've gone to many events.
No, never. Never, and I will never take it. I rather know that what is the no level playing field kind of situation in politics.
There you are.
That is why the people who cannot get the private jet or private chartered plane are considered as powerless. So this disparity is something we want to attack. And I'm sure Aam Aadmi Party also will not like to resort to such kind of luxuries. And the simplicity in politics doesn't mean that we will not use any equipment, any tools, any technology. We have to have a balance. I think a rational kind of understanding of what is the minimum requirement in order to not only election campaigning, where the maximum limit 70
come only when Arvind Kejriwal uses a charter flight. Where was this rationality when other politicians were accused of using charter flight, chartered helicopters?
No, I'm not.
Why couldn't you think of this rationalism then?
So chartered flight,
why couldn't you use this reasoning then?
Is something that
so you need to walk the talk, which Aam Aadmi has failed to do till date. On every issue that has been spoken, on every issue that has been promised, Aam Aadmi has not lived up to any of them.
That is not true. That's not true. That's not true. On water, power, FDI, Jan Lokpal,
on not taking government bungalows, on not taking government villas, on not taking government transport facilities. Can you come out with
No. Enough against Aam Aadmi Party.
The question is,
the story of
Ms.
two bungalows is the Cinderella story.
No,
nothing other than
Ms. Patkar, the question is very, as I said, nobody has an objection. If Arvind Kejriwal wants to travel by private jet and says, you see, the organizers are paying for it. I haven't paid for it. These are the organizers. It is fine. But you know, I remember just on January 19th, he said, I could have bought a helicopter. I can start traveling from my office to helicopters, but I don't. Yeah. I am an Aam Aadmi. I have a simple car. I negotiate the usual traffic. I stop at the traffic lights. What was the point he was making there, Sankarshan? The point that he was making there was the kind of style.
If you say that he could have said that I would hire a helicopter to go to my office, I think the audience is brilliant enough to understand that we are comparing two different things. But I am not for the private jets and private charter planes.
Yeah, but it's okay. No, but it's okay. My question is on the style of it. Yes, Sankarshan, on the style of it.
Arnab, you know, the use of private helicopters and jets by politicians, especially during elections in this country, has now become a fairly routine affair. But where it brings, you know, questions on Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is that he has been sitting in self-righteous judgment precisely on this style of political functioning.
Yes.
And he has been, he has not just jets and helicopters and lal battis, but the entire political class, the Aam Aadmi Party and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal have made a name for themselves essentially by lashing at this style of politics.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
When he takes a private jet, you know, we have to question it, and it's a very legitimate question. Now, one question that needs to be answered immediately is who paid for the flight. And even if that question is answered, and I think
this flight was paid for.
Still remains
this flight was paid for, Sankarshan.
Even if there was
this flight was paid for by the India Today group, which said that we had to get him to our function on time. So Arvind Kejriwal took a private jet paid for by a specific media group, and they told him, we want you to get you by a private jet. He agreed.
And then Arnab, and then when it becomes convenient, the spokespersons of the Aam Aadmi Party turned around to the media and said they are paid media.
Then they say the media is paid out.
Thing in this country.
Exactly.
You know, again, you know, this is a further level of double standard.
No, this is the most supremely.
You know, if you sit on a high stool, then you better deserve,
Arnab,
you better equip yourself to be sitting on the high stool. You better ensure that there are no warts and there are no stains.
So it can be argued. No, it can be argued that those who pay for his private jets are not sold out. Those who are not paying for his private jets are sold out. You know, that argument can be stretched in whichever way.
It's not a question of payment. It's not merely a question of money.
It's not a question of money.
Arnab, it is not merely a question of who paid or not. That is, of course, a question. But another question is also of style. What style are you adopting? Now, as far as my understanding of how the Aam Aadmi Party outfitted itself was that it was a ground level party. It did not believe in using the trappings of power that the other political parties use. That it had set itself apart as a Naam Janta Aadmi Party.
One sec. Saba.
I can understand.
Yes, Saba wants to come in. Gaurav after Saba. Gaurav after Saba.
He has become a very wanted man.
Yeah, Saba.
And he needs to travel, you know, from A to B.
Fine, but Sankarshan, what he wants to stay away from. I have been at media events.
Judged by those standards.
I have been at media events where Arvind Kejriwal would go. Right? He has come for a debate in Kolkata, which I myself hosted. This is 2 years back. Arvind Kejriwal travelled there with Kiran Bedi in a low-cost airline. Arvind Kejriwal would not take a 5-star stay. Right? Even if the media, even if we were to offer him, he would not take a 5-star stay. He would always say, I will travel low cost, right? So the question there is of whether you know, he's saying, okay, my time is more important, so I'll start traveling by private jets. But exactly the same argument is given by all politicians. Saba wants to come in. Gaurav, coming to you. Yes, Saba.
Every other politician.
Saba.
Arnab, I think Arvind Kejriwal should actually give an explanation to many people who support him, because this looks really bad. You've taken up a battle against crony capitalism.
Absolutely.
And so he simply cannot do this kind of thing. Either he's foolish or people will suspect his motives. Because if in the morning, and I think I would disagree with the nuancing of the program, I think he's entitled to go and ask Mr. Modi 16 questions. You know, just as you ask 9 questions every night, I would like to go and ask Mr. Modi or anyone 16 questions.
Of course he is entitled.
He cannot, as a leader who has inspired people.
Arnab, can I come in?
He cannot, as a leader who's inspired people, do this kind of thing. And I feel sorry that somebody at the level of Kamal Mitra Chenoy, who must be cringing, has to defend this.
I think
Arvind Kejriwal
let Kamal Mitra Chenoy speak for himself.
You know.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy, you're cringing, but you can't show it. You're cringing, but you can't show it because of
I'm not cringing,
because of your allegiance to this party.
Part of Saba's point and part of Sankarshan Thakur's point, but the thing is that if you have to go somewhere in a hurry and you take a lift on a private jet, which is not your normal form of functioning, are you betraying the basic essentials of the Aam Aadmi Party?
How is it?
Of course you are. Mr. Chenoy, I wouldn't go in a private jet.
Of course you are. And
of course he is. As journalists, some of us would not take. You know?
Mr. Chenoy, please do not.
What is this?
I have never gone
I would not get onto a private jet.
What is this? The point. Please do not point is that
Mr. Chenoy,
and here you have a leader.
Somewhere in a hurry, so he took a lift from a jet. Now the question is, should he have done it? If he has done it, should he do it again? That is the question. But that is not the main question. We are diverting from the question asked to Modi in Gujarat and all of that.
Answer a very pointed question.
Complete shift of the focus of discussion.
Mr. Chenoy, answer a very pointed question. In the past, when Aam Aadmi Party put up this question to other politicians, and when they gave the same reasoning, did you accept it or did you refute it? Did the Aam Aadmi Party accept that explanation?
The questioning was not about how you travelled, but what did you do when you travelled?
No, the question is very simple. Did you accept the same explanation then?
The question is, what do you do when you travel? What do you do when you go and meet the party?
Gaurav Bhatia coming to the debate.
Compromise.
The question is very simple. I am re-emphasizing the question, and I need to move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the drama that happened in Gujarat this morning. But before that, Gaurav, the point on debate here today is very simply this: that Arvind Kejriwal has made a series of self-righteous comments about how he is the Aam Aadmi. He lives the lifestyle of Aam Aadmi. He travels like the Aam Aadmi, taking one of the world's best-known, most comfortable private jets to travel is seen to be largely, commonsensically, a complete contradiction to this image that he has been trying to portray. Right? And by the way, it is the media that caught him on this subject.
No,
he didn't. He issued the statement after the media exposed his form of travel.
By a former jet.
It is a very
Gaurav Bhatia.
issue today. It is a serious issue today because I think he has cheated all the followers who believed in his ideology, who believed in his principles when he said he's the Aam Aadmi Party. And I think it is very important to understand, maybe it is not the first time that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal took this private flight. It is just that he got caught today, and it might not be the first time. Arnab, but you must understand, he is like a terminally ill patient.
It might not have been the first time,
looking for oxygen, and the media is his oxygen. So he wants to be in the limelight all throughout.
Travel on private flights.
Then it is please allow me to complete myself. I didn't disturb you when you were speaking. Please don't speak in between. I request you, don't speak in between. No. You will get your turn.
No, the question is this. On the 25th of July. No, on the 25th of July, Arvind Kejriwal, in response to media houses, presumably this is a reference to us also, because we have questioned him on why he wanted those bungalows. We have questioned him on why he and Yogendra Yadav are not clear in their position as far as cups are concerned. He says, I don't know why media houses want people to speak against me. Those who, you know, all these media houses, presumably all those who criticize him, are associated with either one party or the other. This is amazing.
Yeah, Arnab.
This is amazing. So he says 1,400 crore rupees has been distributed among media houses. Do you have any guesses? That's what he writes on Twitter.
When he is in
public gaze, it is the blue Wagoner. That is the symbol of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. But when he is in private, then it's a private jet that he is flying by. So I think this itself is dangerous, because people who are believing in him feel cheated tonight.
It's dangerous because you don't understand it. Otherwise, it's not dangerous.
The simplicity. He said that I don't want to take such facilities. He was against Red Beacon, and today this symbol, you know, that he said of Aam Aadmi Party himself has been caught taking the luxuries of a charter flight. So where is this blue Wagoner now, which he was flaunting while he was, you know, rushing from one place to the other?
If you are judging a political party
that needs
on the basis of one flight,
my question
for you.
Well,
obviously in the other culture.
Gentlemen, anyway, this part I want to move on and just want to say one thing. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm saying one thing.
One person.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy.
There's one very important point that we are missing in this debate, and that is that there is a model code of conduct which has been implemented already. So the question is, while Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has been exposed, there is a fig leaf that he might be able to resort to. Will he declare the expenses of this because of the model code of conduct?
But he'll say, I came for a media event. But then he's going back. He's going back for a political event. Maybe he should. Anyway.
It doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter. It will still go into the expenses of the party.
Even 1 week
between a media event and a political
he was aware of this event.
Is there any difference the way you people function?
Anyway, now the question is very simple. He could have avoided traveling by a private jet. Simple. Arvind Kejriwal in the past used to tell media organizations, I will not take a 5-star hotel stay. I will not travel business class. I am a simple man. And he actually refused it. I am saying this. He always refused these luxuries. He'd say, I'd stay at a guest house. I won't stay at an expensive hotel. So there is a change in position. Anyway, like all politicians, Arvind Kejriwal is entirely...
No change in position.
Surely it's not. I'm sure there is... I am sure there is, you know, you would think that going in a private jet is not a change in position. I'll ask the people, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, if that's a change in position, let them decide whether traveling by a private jet is a change in position or not. My question today now...
Soon enough, Arnab, and they will find you wrong.
Fine. You don't travel by private jet and Medha Patkar don't either. I'm sure if a media organization were to call you, or any organization or a business house were to call you, even if you had a limited time to go, I know both of you would not travel by private jet, but maybe your supreme leader has the right to make that choice. It's fine. After all, he is the supreme leader of the Aam Aadmi Party. He's a special man. He can travel by private planes. What's the problem?
Leader also functions within certain norms. And
Fine.
I think there has been an entire misunderstanding about what happened and what its consequences are.
So we'll have to investigate whether he did or did not travel by a private jet. I'm willing to investigate the matter further. So far the facts are he did move by a private jet. Jaynarayan Vyas, I move to the second subject today on what happened this morning in Gujarat. And my question to you is, why did Narendra Modi not meet Arvind Kejriwal? Arvind Kejriwal said at 10 minutes to 11 p.m. I'm taking the car and I'm going to meet Narendra Modi to give 16 questions. What's the problem? Open the gate, take the questions, answer them. Simple. By not doing so, aren't you looking on the defensive?
Very true, Arnab. Not at all, Arnab. You must understand that even in the present day situation, if I come to Bombay and I want to meet you, I have to first ask you that whether it is convenient to you, Mr. Arnab Goswami, to meet me. And if it is not convenient, maybe I will have to postpone that meeting.
Yeah, but if it is an important issue and you know that the whole country has been talking about it, then why can't you open the gates?
Arnab, if you
he says I'm a former chief minister. Manish Sisodia says he's a former chief minister.
I'll tell you. Arnab, will you please permit me to build up my argument? If you don't do that, answer will remain what you say. What I was trying to say, he was here for last 2 days. He could have sent a simple message. And then when you go to meet the Chief Minister, you don't go with a cavalcade and the whole media traveling behind you and OBs and whatnot.
Why not? Hasn't Modi done it?
You don't
Hasn't Modi done it in the past?
Where you are going?
Haven't your BJP leaders done it in the past?
Everything on your terms. Because you have questions, the Chief Minister must answer it there and then. You are not answerable. You call a Lok Darbar and you ran away from it. And here you want to meet a Chief Minister who is not only the Chief Minister.
No, but Jaynarayan Vyas, 1 minute. I'll just make I'll give you one case study and you will understand how flawed you are. I'll give you one example. You'll have to eat your words. You know, you will be proven to be completely wrong and your words will sound hypocritical to you if I give you one example. May I give you the example?
Arnab, both of us may sound like that at times.
No, both of us won't, but you might after I give you this example. Can I?
That doesn't change the reality.
Well, can I give you the example? Can I give you the example?
You don't have to take my permission. You don't have to take my approval.
Narendra Modi in October shared the stage with the Prime Minister. Then he said, I wanted to meet the Prime Minister. He said, and I quote, Narendra Modi tweeted, go check your phone right now and tell me whether the tweet is correct or not. He said, we sought time from the Prime Minister to discuss crucial issues of Gujarat, including the Narmada Dam height, farmers' issues and floods, but our request was denied. Unfortunately, the Prime Minister gave time to discuss Gujarat's key refused to give time to discuss Gujarat key issues, but preferred to visit the Rajiv Gandhi Bhavan, the state Congress office. Is it true or not that Narendra Modi did that? So Narendra Modi did exactly what Arvind Kejriwal is doing now.
Thank you.
Right or wrong?
Arnab, I profusely thank you.
You don't have to thank me, just accept it.
It is absolutely right. But then Narendra Modi did not proceed to the residence of the Prime Minister or office of the Prime Minister.
So what if he had gone
and whole media backing him up and he did not create but he
said that or not?
Not convenient for Prime Minister. He expressed. So what means? It means that he expressed his disappointment, he expressed that his frustration, but the buck stopped there.
Okay, getting reactions. Who's coming in? Saba, yes.
Point is,
Saba is saying something, yes. Saba.
For the sake of publicity,
Saba.
the fellow is bent upon to create a scene there.
Saba.
That is where the difference lies.
No, Mr. Vyas, just one question. Mr. Kejriwal is itching for a debate with Mr. Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi has in the past said he wants to have debates with people. Do you as a BJP person think that there should be a debate, an open debate between Kejriwal and Narendra Modi? What do you think about that? And about stunts, I also want to say the BJP has also done a lot of stunts in the past. Arnab has just pointed out with that tweet.
It could always take place. It could always take place on mutual understanding and convenience. It cannot take place on terms that...
No, but you are looking nervous, Mr. Vyas.
Here now
you are looking nervous.
First and foremost, who is Mr. Arvind Kejriwal to dictate
not at all, Arnab. Don't try to say things which are incorrect.
He is no VIP.
I am never nervous like you, and I will not do it. I am never nervous, Arnab. For what I should be nervous? Tell me.
Go ahead.
You are calling guests on your channel and you are planting aspersions on their faces.
This is just
not done, Mr. Arnab Goswami. Whoever great you may be. Well, I'm
just saying, I don't know. I'm not great. I'm not great. All your politicians
are observations that whether I am looking nervous or otherwise.
One second, Mr. Vyas.
It's not your business to pass comments on me.
Fine,
I'm sorry, Arnab.
Fine,
it is
Mr.
not your
Vyas.
business. You must apologize. It is not your business to pass comments on me. How do I look like? How have I dressed? Have you called me for passing comments on your discussion?
Mr. Vyas, I'm not passing any comments on you.
This is just not done, Arnab Goswami.
Mr. Vyas, 1 minute.
Please refrain. This is not done. There will be others who will take it lying down. Jaynarayan Vyas will not do it.
Mr. Vyas, may I please tell you the same thing?
Why Mr. Vyas is getting so upset?
I don't know why he's getting so upset. I just said that by
you don't. I'm not upset.
When I said
on manners of Arnab Goswami,
appearing nervous.
When I am upset, I am neither nervous. Now don't create Now don't gang up to say that
Nobody's ganging up, please.
Nervous. I am neither
Sankarshan is saying something to Sankarshan.
Arnab has
come back to the issue
of that role.
Okay, sir, you are not looking nervous. Fine.
On the panel members, this is not correct. Arnab. This is just not done.
One sec, Sankarshan is saying something to you, sir. Please don't. Yes, Sankarshan.
Same political culture is reflected in this debate also.
No, Arnab, all I was saying was...
Same autocratic...
Arnab, all I was saying was, I do not have the benefit of being able to see Mr. Vyas's face at the moment, but I think from your anchor's position, it's a fair comment to say someone is looking happy, nervous, disturbed, angry, whatever.
Anyway.
And in trying to respond to you, Mr. Jaynarayan Vyas,
I don't
not only look nervous, it started sounding nervous.
Betraying signs of nervousness. Betraying signs of nervousness. But why, Mr. Vyas? By responding in the way that you are looking like Arvind Kejriwal.
You're ganging up. You know, this is uncourteous, Arnab. This is absolutely uncourteous. Your guests have no business to talk about me.
How quickly we become
I may start telling them they're looking like something else. I don't want to use those words.
How quickly 3 journalists who carry cameras and pens become a gang.
This is in a civilized society. In a civilized society, in a debate, this is just
anyway, Mr. Vyas, Mr. Vyas. I think we should come back to the subject. The subject is this. 1 minute. Subject is this. Medha Patkar and Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Subject is this. Please understand this.
Laughing unnecessarily on nothing.
No, nobody is laughing. 1 second. At 10:50 a.m. at a press conference, Arvind Kejriwal says, I am going to meet Modi. He takes off to meet him. Now, Modi is not just the Chief Minister of Gujarat. He is the Prime Ministerial candidate of the country. The country is voting in 1 month from now. Isn't it totally 100% absurd? You know, it's absurd to say that I'm taking off right now and I'm going to meet him. And when you don't have an appointment to meet him, then you say, oh, he's avoiding meeting me. I don't know why he's avoiding meeting me. If this is not drama, Medha Patkar, what is drama?
What I'm telling you.
Now let me ask her the questions. Why are you, Medha Patkar?
You see, the question is that the letter was sent before. And this is a new kind of politics, but not just politics doesn't mean tactics. It means a new kind of initiative taken by someone in one of the nationally known parties to have a not enmetic relationship, but a cordial relationship and a dialogue. And that dialogue-based politics is what
wonderful. Then my counter question to you is,
or whether a former chief minister.
Then my counter question to you,
prime ministerial
Medha Patkar, my counter question.
Prime ministerial candidate can only come into the picture before the nation.
No, my counter question.
Ministers are selected. That
my counter question, Medha Patkar. Medha Patkar, I'll ask you a counter question.
Just this.
I'll ask you a counter question.
Please.
And don't attack me like Jaynarayan Vyas attacked me. Nowadays, you see, before the elections, what's happening is politicians.
Please, for heaven's sake, don't go on giving my example.
Good Lord.
Sir,
if you are so confident about me, why are you inviting me?
Sir, I have great respect for you. It's Friday evening, sir.
Friends who are laughing like, as if they are... Sir, they are no sense of debate. They are not laughing over nothing.
Sir, they are not laughing like that at you, please.
This is very frightening.
Acha, 1 minute.
Madmen laughs without reason. They are entitled to do that.
No, sir.
Ways of expressing ourselves. I'm sorry.
You are entitled. And I am entitled to my own expression, gentlemen.
Okay.
If you are entitled to your expression, I am entitled to my expression.
I have not objected to your expression.
Now, what are we talking about, gentlemen? My question, Medha Patkar said, 1 minute. Medha Patkar said there's a new kind of politics. 1 sec. Medha Patkar said there's a new kind of politics. Fine. Where people can meet people directly. 1 second, please. Where people can meet people directly. Okay? You have to have this kind of interaction, this communication. Medha Patkar says it's a great thing. Great. But then I remember when Arvind Kejriwal came in, he locked in the gates after the first collapse, Jan Darbar or something. And then he said there are only a few fixed dates when people can meet me directly. So why he had the different process when he was chief minister? People couldn't walk in and meet him directly. Nobody could come when Arvind Kejriwal was chief minister straight at the gate and say, you know what, I have a complaint and a grievance. I am going to meet Arvind Kejriwal directly. He gave fixed timings and he said, I can only meet on fixed dates. So how come, I'm just surprised, Medha Patkar, how this new style of politics was not applied by the Aam Aadmi Party when it was in power?
No, Modi could have responded. Modi ji could have said that, okay, I'm not available today, but I will be available at this time. As Arvind Kejriwal did it to the Janata of Delhi. And mind you, Arnab, a whole audience is watching and they watch the whole behavior of the Aam Aadmi Party.
But they have...
And even the peon at the Sachivalaya said that neither Sheila Dikshit nor any of the former chief ministers said hello to him when they entered the Sachivalaya.
Modi, first of all, Medha Patkar, I have one thing to say to Medha Patkar. Medha Patkar, 1 minute. Medha, 2 hands go up. First of all, Medha Patkar, Modi is not a doctor. Modi is not a doctor and Kejriwal is not a patient. Gaurav Bhatia has a rebut. Gaurav, yes. That he has to meet him in an emergency. Yeah.
No, Arnab used to always, Arvind Kejriwal used to always say, Meri auqat kya hai? And today, both the incidents actually are a slap on his own face. And he has shown when he's flying a private charter plane, then how can he say, Meri auqat kya hai? Aam Aadmi Party or Aam Aadmis don't fly in charter planes. And then secondly, today again, he is destroying institutions without giving a better institution. So how can you destroy institutions?
Arnab, let me say something to Gaurav Bhatia. You know...
you can say, Saba, when I am done, I would just request you to be patient. Let me just complete myself and then you will get a chance. All I am saying is that by being an anarchist and by saying that I'll fight against the CM, I'll be on the road with my blue Wagoner, you are actually destroying institutions and you are giving no better institution. So we'll be left with nothing and complete anarchy.
No, I think we are moving away. I think we are moving away. We are moving from the issue of...
No, listen.
Arnab, can I come in?
Okay, the Congress spokesperson. I think, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let's remain restricted on the issue of... Today, what happened is very simple. Manish, one second. Manish Sisodia, a point, one second. Manish Sisodia says Arvind Kejriwal is the ex-chief minister of Delhi, but still he was not allowed to enter Modi's office. It's like saying Santosh Bhatti, that eccentric ex-chief minister, ex-minister of Delhi, is an ex-minister. Even the police aren't even listening to him. In other words, Arvind Kejriwal used to say, I'm an Aam Aadmi, but when he goes to Narendra Modi's house, he says the process for a meeting can be bypassed because I am a Purv Mukhyamantri. So on 2 occasions today, he is not behaving like the Aam Aadmi. These are his own contradictions. Yes, now to Mr. Amin.
Let Mr. Kejriwal first show which ex-chief minister has behaved in the fashion he has behaved.
This debate has gone off on a completely different track. The real issue here that Arvind Kejriwal is he doesn't have a message to take to the people. How does he grab headlines? And sure enough, the media, including your show, Arnab, has fallen into that trap. You're giving him media space over issues that are completely guerrilla tactics.
What about Mr. Amin? Can I ask you? What about your senior party leaders? Why have they gone soft on Arvind Kejriwal? Please explain that today. That's one of the biggest mysteries nationally across the entire country. Kapil Sibal is in defense of Arvind Kejriwal.
No Congress leader has gone soft on Arvind Kejriwal.
Because he has to contest.
You are wrong, Arnab. No Congress leader has gone soft on Arvind Kejriwal.
I will tell you.
The only thing we welcome is questioning the Gujarat model and why Narendra Modi is not answering. And that is welcome.
Several of your Congress leaders have gone soft on Arvind Kejriwal. Kapil Sibal was soft on Arvind Kejriwal. Your leader Shakti Singh Goel in Gujarat was soft on Arvind Kejriwal. Another top leader who refused to come on camera, he told our reporter, why should I speak about travelling on private planes? What wrong has Arvind Kejriwal done? All of us travel on private planes. Let Arvind Kejriwal also travel on private planes. Tell me, besides you, which senior Congress leader has come out today?
Sorry, you are wrong. Arvind Kejriwal is wrong.
You see, today Sheila Dikshit has happily gone. Sheila Dikshit faces no...
We have absolutely come out very clearly against that, Arnab. The question here is Arvind Kejriwal trying to do your stunt tactic to grab media space, which is exactly the trap that you are falling to, Arnab, because look at this debate. This debate has been all hinged around Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal over an issue that he has created. You think Arvind Kejriwal doesn't know that when he goes to Gujarat, in a state where anti-terrorism squads are put against women and against fake encounters, he's not going to face resistance?
Do you believe? You haven't answered my question. Why have all Congress leaders gone soft on Arvind Kejriwal? Name one topmost Congress leader who has questioned his tactics today.
No Congress leader who has gone soft.
Name one.
We are saying that Arvind Kejriwal should be allowed to go into Gujarat. How is that going soft on Arvind Kejriwal? Well, that is going hard on Mr. Narendra Modi.
And they're saying he can travel by private jets. What about that?
Who said he can travel by private jets?
Senior Congress leaders who ran away from our cameras today, Mr. Amin.
I don't know senior Congress leaders, Arnab.
Why is the Mr. Zani, why is the Congress party? Why is the Congress party in such eager defense of Arvind Kejriwal? What is explaining this? Just explain the politics of it to me.
We are not defending Arvind Kejriwal. I just said it on your show. Arnab, I just said it on your show a minute ago that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is being duplicitous. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you are the... I'm asked you which senior Congress leader has said the same thing. Name one. Okay, name one.
Which senior Congress leader?
Name one.
I'm saying it. Mr. Shakti Singh Goyal has said it.
Name one senior Congress leader who has questioned Arvind Kejriwal. Just name one. Name one.
This is a very strange request that you have.
Name one. Is it Chidambaram mentioned? Did Chidambaram talk about him? Did Kapil Sibal talk about him? Did A.K. Antony talk about him?
I don't know how many other Congress leaders are speaking and what, but I'm telling you on your show, on a national show, that what he's doing is duplicitous. I don't see, how unequivocal can I get?
Well, not one senior Congress leader spoke about it. Not one, Mr. Amin.
Have you gone and talked to them?
No. Have
you gone and talked to them?
No. With Sheila Dikshit going and ensconced as with Sheila Dikshit ensconced as the governor of Kerala, right? With Arvind Kejriwal not having spoken about Sheila Dikshit, which was his #1 agenda before the elections.
Unlike the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Unlike the Bharatiya Janata Party, where there is only one leader.
No, I'm only asking a question.
Mr. Modi, the entire Congress bandwagon would have jumped in. Why is this not being done in the case of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal? When a single smallest of leaders from the BJP does something, you all bounce in full attack.
Mr. Rahul,
why would you leave? Why would you want to leave?
You're wrong.
Mr. Arvind Kejriwal.
Mr. Modi is travelling by private jets every single day.
Mr. Amin, travelling by private jet is hardly something the Congress party can attack on. Because even the smallest MLA from Congress party travels by a private jet. So that's hardly an issue you can attack anyone on. But the point is, hear me out.
Please make specific statements. Which MLA? Which MLA? When?
Mr. Amin, I will give you a long list. This show won't be enough if I start with the list. Number 2.
Please give it to me.
Number 2. I will fax it to you personally. Don't worry about that. I will fax it to you personally. Now the point is,
I'm not worried. Trust me, I'm not worried.
We've seen the way the Congress party has left no opportunity to attack every incident that the Bharatiya Janata Party or the opposition has been involved with. Why have you not come down with the same force on Arvind Kejriwal?
My final question. This is not a BJP Congress debate. Mr. Amin.
What can I say?
Mr. Amin.
The answer is clear.
Yeah, Gaurav.
It suits the Congress also. It suits the Congress also not to attack Mr. Arvind Kejriwal wherever he is taking the might of the BJP. And that is why this tacit understanding. But I think we are debating the larger
I'm attacking the Aam Aadmi Party.
I'll let Medha Patkar respond to that. Medha Patkar and Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Medha Patkar and Kamal Mitra Chenoy. The Samajwadi Party says there's a tacit understanding between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. I'll take your response and then close.
This is the gorilla
one minute
of the Congress Party.
That's absolutely That's absolutely irrational and baseless allegation. I don't expect Samajwadi Party to make those kinds of things. But Arnab, I think we are on a non-issue really. You know, if at all once a while he has taken the jet, which I don't approve personally, and I think next time it should be avoided.
Once a while?
But,
no, what do you once a while take a jet?
But I'm saying,
once a while take a private jet.
And everyone would not say anything against
anarchy that he is spreading in the nation?
Arnab,
do you approve of the anarchy?
I just want to make
anarchy. By the way, in political science, anarchy means transformation in the stage towards transformation of the system.
Well, anarchy also means that if you don't follow the rule of the land, he's not following any rule that is prevailing in India.
Arnab,
when it comes to meeting the chief minister, he wants to barge in.
Arnab,
he wants to sleep on a road protest when he's the chief minister.
You see, the main question is why didn't Modi ji answer the questions raised? That is more important, the question. He could have sent a written reply, he would have said, and this dialogue-based politics, as I said, must be approved and appreciated.
The answer, okay, one second, Medha Patkar, the answer comes from your party leader, Manish Sisodia, who said the Chief Minister, Additional Secretary, asked me to give a written request for a meeting and said that it will be decided after that. So that is what Mr. Sisodia said. So if he said that, I don't understand what's all the drama about. That's Manish Sisodia. Then if that is what he said, what is all this accompanying drama?
Not in that
no, what was all this accompanying drama?
It is respect for that constitutional position.
What is this? What is this drama? How much more drama? How much more drama?
To go straight.
But how much more drama? After all, even drama has to have some Lakshman Rekhas.
It may be. Sometimes the
but
media...
But when there is no program and when there is no content, you need to only have drama. How will you carry the show on otherwise?
Okay, well, I put this...
Stop acting as a ventilator to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. The media should not act as a ventilator. He will die his own death.
And the question to the viewers is, and the question to the viewers is, what will a series of stunts get people in real terms? Can stunts bring down prices? Can stunts provide jobs? Can stunts end corruption? Can stunts undo the wrongs of caste and religion? Can stunts impress 100 million new voters in India? If it can't, then should there be an end to stunts after a point of time? That question goes to all Newshour viewers. Thanks for that.
Those issues should be debated.
Of course. Then end the stunts.
You are right.
Then end the stunts. He has to bring those issues up. Those issues can be brought up without stunts. Miss Medha Patkar, there have been far too many stunts.
Ways of approaching.
I would only be a
Kamal Mitra Chenoy, there is a Kamal Mitra Chenoy, there are ways. But if there are too many stunts, people won't take you seriously anymore. That's all. Okay, thank you. We can agree to disagree. I thank everyone for joining me on that debate. Thank you.